Let's look at how to write a file. So I'm going to go ahead and create a program, write file.asm. And in it, I want to have a section data where I define a file name, and we'll call this outfile.txt. All right, I want to have a prompt. So a prompt, and basically, let's see, it'll be type, file, contents, maybe blank, line to stop. Let's put a new line here and a null character. And we'll figure out the length of the prompt. So do prompt length then equal to my current location in memory minus the prompt address location. All right. So that way you can print out this prompt, and then people can start typing in lines, and then each line, I get it, I write it to the file, and when they have a blank line, I can just stop writing and close everything. In my BSS section, I want to have a buffer. So I'm going to reserve some bytes. Let's do 256. That's my buffer for reading. Nope. For standard in. Okay. I need a file descriptor. So I'm going to reserve one quad. Bytes. Let's have a quad for that. Bytes red. All right. Now I think we are ready for our global section. Global start. And start right here. So first thing I want to do is open file for writing. I do that by moving into RAX, the value 2 for a sys open. I want to move into RDI, the file name. So this is a pointer to file name. I want to move into RSI, the flags. So I'm going to move 65, which is a combination. So open writing flags. So the write only flag is equal to 1, and the create, things like that, is 64. So these two make up my two flags. And I move into RDX, the mode. And I'm going to write this in octal because it's easier. So it'll be 644 because that is the mode in octal, which is actually equivalent to read write for the world, or not world, for the owner. Then is a read for the group, and then a read for the world. All right, so that's what it is. I'm going to do a syscall, and then I want to see if it actually opened the file, and that was all successful. So see if the open was successful. So I can compare my RAX to 0, and if the return value was less than 0, that means we had an error. So if it's jump less than, we just want to jump to exit. All right, well, that's fine. So I'm going to make a little exit down here. All right, if we don't exit, we know that it was successful and we have a file descriptor. So we move our file descriptor into the file descriptor variable. So that's RAX to save the file descriptor. All right, next I want to prompt the user for input. So we want to display the prompt we created at the top, which was in prompt, and there's prompt len for the length. So we move into RAX, the value 1 for a sys write. We move into RDI, the value 1 for standard out. We'll move into RSI, the prompt. So pointer to prompt. I'm going to move into RDX, the prompt length. Length to print or write. All right, and do the syscall. At this point, we should be ready for user input. So let's do a get input section right here. And what I'm going to do is just read standard in. So I'm going to move into RAX, value 0, which is a sys read. Move into RDI, the value 1 for no 0. Move into 0. Standard in file descriptor. I want to read from standard in, so I'm going to type it in. And move into our SI, the buffer that I'm reading into. So buffer for reading from file. And then I want to move into RDX, the value 256, because I believe that's how big I made the buffer. Yeah, 256 right there. 256 is the max bytes to read. Let's do a syscall and read that in. Now, if I read it in, we'll see if I got anything. So see if we read any bytes from standard in. Is that reading? I don't know. Whatever it is, we got it. So see if we got bytes. We can compare the RAX value to 0 to see if we actually got anything. So 0 equals end of file, and less than 0 equals an error. So if we are less than or equal to, then we want to jump into our close file section. And let's do close file, because that means that we don't have anything else to read. So now we want to move whatever bytes we have into my bytes variable. So that will be from RAX. We want to save the number of bytes. Okay. Next, we want to see if so we have at least 1 byte, because otherwise we wouldn't be there. So the question is, what is that first byte? Is that first byte a new line character, in which case we want to just break out? If there's nothing, we would have already been done. So see if the first character was was a new line. So how do we do that? Well, we want to compare the first byte in the buffer to the number 10. We're not even using registers, huh? So we'll see if that works. We compare it to 10, and we see, is this first byte a 10? And if it is, we just, that's a new line. We just jump into close file. Close file. All right. If it's not that, that means that we have a normal line. And so we want to print file content to file. Is that what it is? I don't know. Maybe it's write file contents. Write. Maybe write contents to file. Write contents to file. There we go. So we're going to move into RAX, the value 1, which is a sys write. We want to move into RDI, the file descriptor. So out file descriptor. We want to move into RSI, the buffer. So it's the buffer from standard in. We want to move into RDX, the number of bytes, and bytes entered, and do a syscall. And so that we've taken all the stuff that they typed in there, we've written it to the file, and now we want to see if there's any more. So continue getting input from until a new line or end a file. So we jump to my get input, which is what I think I had up here. Get input. All right. If at this point we are not reading anymore, that means that we have jumped into the closed file. So let's go ahead and close the file descriptor. So we move into RAX, the value 3, which is a sys close. We want to move into RDI, the file descriptor. So that's an FD. File descriptor. And we do a syscall. At that point, it should be closed, and we're ready to exit the program. So we exit by moving the last bit, which is our sysexit. So moving to RAX, value 60, which is a sysexit. Move into RDI, the value is 0, because that is an exit code of success, and syscall right there, and we are done. So let's go ahead and assemble this and see if we got it right. So nasm minus f elf64 write file dot o. Oh, well, we're gonna have to go and fix that then. I probably did a capital O instead of a 0. All right, let's go ahead and change that. There we go. All right, now let's link this. So we want to link write file, so as write file. All right, so it's going to create an outfile.txt. So let's go ahead and run that. So this is the first line. This is the second second line. This is another line, and then new line by itself, and it ends. All right, so at this point, I can cat out the contents of out file and see, does it have the contents? And yes, it does. So this is how you can write a file.